Hi everyone, I hope you're doing good. I'm just recording a visualization journey to go with the pagan reading I did this morning. This is just to show that pagans are not a lower vibration, as somebody said yesterday, and whatever I do, I like to bring light to it. So I've weaved a meditation around the cards, well rather I will be weaving one off the top of my head, so I hope it goes all right and I hope you like it. So I'm just going to swivel the camera now so that you can look at the healing board. I shall also use a rattle and I may even get the flute out. Eek. Okay, so let's just swivel this around, if you can just bear with me. Okay, right, you should be able to see the board there, yes, okay. Right, okay. Take a deep breath in, holding the air in your lungs for a little while. And then breathe out any negative energy into the crystal sphere. And then just take another deep breath in, holding the air in your lungs for a little while. And then breathing out any annoyances and worries again into the sphere. And then taking a last deep breath in, again holding the air in your lungs for a little while. And then breathing out any last remaining residue into the sphere. And then settle your breathing down into its normal pattern. And then I'd like you to ground yourself. So just imagine the roots of a tree growing out of your shoulders and down past your hips and knees and down through your feet into the ground below you. Growing down and down and down to the very center, the very core of the earth, where they find a giant stone to wrap themselves around, keeping you tight to Mother Earth. Imagine yourself breathing in and calming down and centering, making sure that your legs are symmetrical so that the earth energies float up and down your meridians unhindered. And then I would like you to imagine yourself looking up and seeing a spinning disc of light and love move down from the heavens. Watch as it envelops you and moves all around you and through you and within you, cleansing and clearing. You can feel it tingling, working through every single cell of your being and the spaces within, and you will become a being of light. Imagine that God spark within your center, and then push that energy out, out, out to create your own unique bubble of protection. And then I want you to imagine that you are walking into a mist. feel the cool, damp sensations on your skin. Keep walking and feeling the ground turn to twigs and leaves. Keep walking, you are perfectly safe and perfectly secure. And then the mist disperses and you see that you are in a woodland glade facing a lake. The trees are turning just to the colours of autumn now, and you can smell the damp earth. I'd just like you to find a seat. Look for the yew tree to rest your back against. Notice it has red bark and it welcomes you. And you chant softly, ear-ho, ear-ho, ear-ho. And sit with your back towards it, melting in to the nurturing tree, this gateway to the past and the future. The yew tree. And just look around and notice there are puffball mushrooms growing. One of them is turning browner, ready to release its spores. You also notice the fly agaric nearby. And the primulas have started to show themselves. It's a bit early, but some of them do come out in autumn. And just breathe in the sights and sound of the forest, the wet earth, and the peace that abounds here. As you look out onto the lake, you notice the swans. A beautiful pair gliding along the still water. And you close your eyes in this glade, again thinking of the puffball that grows in the dark spaces. Something is happening in your life that you don't yet fully understand. But the mushrooms symbolize the inner mysteries, and they create vast networks under the soil, as do the trees. And they offer support and nurturing to each other, and they send little signals. If you are struggling with something in your real life, it's okay to ask for support. It's okay to say that you need help. Oh, just now something touches your foot and you open your eyes and you notice the frog, the symbol between water and earth. He croaks and then he just pops off. You watch him as he makes for the water's edge, and he leaps in, no fear, does he have? And you take your strength from that. Be brave with your problems, face them head on, and remember to ask from help. The rune Othala, which makes up Ing. You see Othala there is your tribe, and Ing is also for the tribe and belonging. This is the goddess Freya, whose golden torque was stolen by the dwarves, and she had to journey and overcome many obstacles that she did not want to do in order to gain her torque back. This goddess now, this earth mother, offers you strength and healing. You can hear her gently humming in the background. You may not see her, but you can certainly feel her. Just take a moment now . She cleanses you and she offers love and understanding and strength. Just feel her blessing upon your crown chakra now as she places her hands upon you. And then she rubs you on the back, offering you encouragement. She banishes hostility and hopefully helps to sort out arguments and acts diplomatically. So if you are struggling with people, she would be a good person to invoke. The goddesses and gods want to help us. Always offer respect. And she tells you to use the energy of the green witch which is inside you to bring fresh, new things into your life. Do things that you enjoy. Take half an hour out to do something for you, especially if you are doing things for others all the time. We often forget to nurture ourselves, our soul, and we can become depleted by families and friends. The Green Witch also tells you to learn to say no if you really don't want to do something you are being pushed into. It's all right to say no. It's all right to do things that you want to do some of the time. We need to get into that Zen place where we can lose our worries and stop thinking of other things for a few minutes. So bring the energy of the Green Witch who explores things and learns things and makes and crafts things. Bring her into your life. Taking a deep breath in and breathing out again. And now you notice that the swans have made their way across the lake towards you. and they both climb out onto the bank. They are docile and gentle, and one of them puts his head down, a signal for you to climb upon, if you wish to do so. The swan's super strength can hold you, as in journey and visualizations we can do almost anything we want and lose our inhibitions. So if you want to do this, climb upon the swan's back. And glide out onto the lake with this beautiful creature. And just spend a few moments now swimming on the lake. And soon the swans turn back towards the shoreline. And they climb out and bring you safely back to the bank. Your swan then dips his head down and a golden necklace falls off. And you pick this up and place it around your wrist as a keepsake to remember your journey with the swan. And you thank them dearly and watch as they turn around and move back across into the lake. And as you turn around now, you see a standing stone in the corner of the woodland glade. This is a beautifully carved stone with moss growing upon it, symbolizing your body, stability and manifestation. Just walk towards the stone now, placing your hands upon it and feel the energy vibrating back, and just make a wish here, a silent wish. Which grounds into you and is carried down the stone into the earth. And then I'd like you to stand back and just bend down into a crouch, placing both your hands on the earth, and say Aho to ground everything into you. And now it is time to leave this place. Goddess Freyja smiles at you and tells you, now that you know the way, you can come here any time you like to gain rest and calm yourself down. It is always here within your mind's eye. And you thank her. And you turn around and notice a pathway. It is shrouded in mist, and you walk towards it, grounding this visualization in with every step. And the mist envelops you and wraps you up in its cool tendrils. And you keep walking and walking back to this timeline, back to my voice, and back to today. Feeling rested and refreshed, and hopefully garnering the strength that you need to carry on with your daily life. I offer you peace and love and blessings to take out in the world with you. Bye-bye for now.